Supporters of former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede say the fraud and corruption case against her is being used to try and stop her from contesting the upcoming elective conference. Gumede and her co-accused are facing 2,700 charges relating to a Durban solid waste tender. The case was transferred to the High Court following a brief appearance earlier today. Lethiwe Mdluli is following this story for us. She joins us now live. So let's start with what transpired in court.
Well, Shahan, Zandile Gumede and her co-accused have been served with the indictment today. What came out of court that is important are two things. Is the fact that the trial or the matter has been moved to the High Court here in Durban, and that sitting will be happening on the 14th of June. But the other thing is that the state finally served its indictment to the defense, and included in that 300 pages or more than 300 pages indictment are the charges that Gumede and her co-accused are facing. Now they are facing more than 2,700 cases and or charges rather, and those charges include corruption, fraud, racketeering, and also money laundering. We did go through the 300 pages indictment, and there are other charges that Gumede and her co-accused are facing. She has been named as the main role player amongst the 9 others that have been named the role players in this saga. While speaking to the NPA's Natasha Kara, she did give more explanation as to what the indictment contains, and this is what she had to say.
The matter was before court today for the state to tie up a few loose ends according to a court order that was previously handed down by the court. And today the state prosecutor confirmed that details, for example, the audit report as well as the contents of the docket were both disclosed to the defense in the matter. Further to that, the state actually presented the indictment for the matter, and this was given to all the defense counsels for the various accused in the matter. What will transpire now is that the matter has been transferred to the High Court for a pre-trial conference, and that will be on the 14th of June 2021. The accusers' bails have been extended, and the matter was remanded to that date.
So some of the ANC's branches actually believe that this is a mere smear campaign. Tell us more.
Well, today outside the courts, Zandile Gumede's supporters were there, and they came out in their numbers, some actually coming as far as from the Free State, some actually spending the night outside court. There were about 400 people gathered outside, and we did get a chance to speak to some of the supporters. While speaking to them, they did say that they still support Zandile Gumede and her co-accused, and they still believe that she is innocent. They did say that they are happy with the fact that the matter is moving to the High Court here in Durban, because they're saying that this case has been dragging. We all know that Zandile Gumede was arrested back in 2019, and following that arrest, a string of other arrests were made where councillors and high officials at the eThekwini municipality were actually arrested. So while speaking to Ntando Kuzwayo, who is the ANC's branch's spokesperson here in Durban, he had this to say.
What they are further trying to do now, they want to stop her from contesting the upcoming conference, because we are conference ready now. Some of you would know that during this weekend, branches were being checked if they are ready to go to hold their branch general meetings to elect leadership, preparing for conference. So we are preparing for conference. So none of the things that are happening are just coincidental. They are all timed and done with the purpose in mind.